Welcome to Traveler's Tales. I am your host, Greg Alonzo. Today I will be your guide through history as we take a look at warrior elites, the Greek Hoplites. Before we begin, just a quick reminder that we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. Moving right along, mythology tells us one thing while archaeology tells us another. Who were the hoplites of ancient Greece, and why was the Spartan military considered the best? Today we will take a look at ancient Greece's military forces by focusing on the Spartans. Let's begin with the word hoplite. It is derived from the term hoplon, referring to the hoplite's shield. Thus the term hoplite is used in reference to the infantrymen. The hoplites were citizen soldiers of the ancient Greek city-states. They were primarily armed with spears and shields. The hoplites used the phalanx formation to be effective in war with fewer soldiers. The phalanx discouraged the soldiers from acting alone. Why, you ask? By acting alone, this would compromise the formation and minimize its strengths. The hoplites were primarily represented by free citizens, propertied farmers, and artisans. Another requirement was that they were able to afford the linen or bronze armor and, of course, weapons. Most hoplites were not professional soldiers and often lacked sufficient military training. Some states maintained a small elite professional unit known as the epikalektoi, meaning the chosen, since they were selected from the regular citizen infantry. This practice proved practical primarily with Athens, Argos, Thebes, and Syracuse. With regard to Sparta, the army stood at the center of their state. Their citizens trained in the disciplines and the honor of a warrior society. Subjected to military drills since early childhood, the Spartans became one of the most feared and formidable military forces in the Greek world. Tradition states that the semi-mythical Spartan legislator Lycurgus founded the iconic army. He viewed Sparta as having a wall of men instead of a wall of bricks. This led to the forming of the Spartan society to develop a military-focused lifestyle. This centered around the following: proper virtues, such as equality for male citizens, austerity, strength, and fitness. A Spartan male's involvement with the army began in infancy, when the Gerousia first inspected him. Any baby judged weak or deformed was left at Mount Taygetus to die. This was because Spartan society was no place for those who could not fend for themselves. Those deemed strong enough entered the agoge regimen at the age of 7. Their education focused primarily on fostering cunningness, sports, and war tactics. The program also included learning about poetry, music, academics, and sometimes politics. Those who passed the agoge by the age of 30 achieved full Spartan citizenship. How then were the Spartans able to maintain a professional army and a military society? Slavery. The lands of Laconia around Sparta had been conquered and the people were forced into subjugation. Though the Spartans referred to them as helots, they were essentially serfs who were bound to the land and forced to do Sparta's bidding. The principal and most reliable source on the Spartan army was Xenophon. He was also a great admirer of Sparta, who thought highly of the Spartan state and society. Initially, Sparta was ruled by 2 kings who would typically lead the army into battle. Each had his own royal guard of 300 men, known as hippes. However, by the 6th century before the Common Era, one king would remain in Sparta. Unlike other polis, meaning city-states, their authority was severely circumscribed. Actual power was with the 5 elected ephoroi. The Spartan hoplites have become ever etched in our minds as the crack troops of ancient Greece. We first hear of them in the Iliad as mainly infantry armed with short swords, spears, and round bronze shields. However, it was during the war with Persia that they were immortalized. Though the Persians had an insurmountable army that was believed to be invincible, the Greeks soundly defeated them and put a halt on the ever-expanding Achaemenid Empire. This brings us to the end of Warrior Elites, the Greek Hoplites. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Traveler's Tales. Just a reminder that we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. For your convenience, we have also posted our email address and Instagram information. We enjoy hearing from our subscribers and encourage you to contact us with any questions or comments you may have. If you haven't subscribed to Traveler's Tales, please do. This really is the best way to help our channel grow. Traveler's Tales will return with part 2 of Warrior Elites, the Greek Hoplites. Until we meet again at the crossroads of folklore and fact, Kartistos.